Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Lylanthia and I'm here with my lovely assistant BKnight, and today we're going to be opening up a Kaladesh Deck Builder's Toolkit.
Yay!
And so BKnight's pretty new to playing Magic, has played casually for a few years, and she's just recently gotten into buying cards, and she asked me if the Deck Builder's Toolkit was a good way to get a collection going. And I told her usually they are, and I really like to go over them on video and talk about them. So as we're seeing here with this one, there are some cool new features here. We've got this totally boss little player's handbook thing, and a thank you from Mark Rosewater, the lead designer. So that's pretty nifty neato. And you get a good box for storing your cards in that I only slightly damaged. And let's open it up. So step one, of course, is going to be toss the divider. You don't need this, it's trash. You can fill this up with other Magic cards. And let's see what packs we get. So we get a Kaladesh, an Eldritch Moon, a Shadows over Innistrad, and a second Kaladesh. That's good. Sometimes they give you old packs in these, so I'm really glad they stopped doing that. And then we get the pre-made packs of cards. I'll hand you off to this box. There's, of course, the Kaladesh poster. If you're a teenager and like to stick things on your wall to annoy your parents, this is a great thing to put up. It shows the color pie and all the kind of different things each color does. You can see all of the main planeswalkers, or the Gatewatch as they're called, laid out here for you. You've got Liliana, Jace, Gideon, Chandra, and my personal favorite, Nissa. And on the back side here has kind of some instructions on how to build a deck. Some cool graphics of Siley Ray. And then there's, of course, the Magic Quick Reference Guide. It slides nice and easy into a binder page or your wallet or whatever, if you want to be able to keep track of things like the parts of a turn or how casting spells works. So it's a cute little guide. So when I'm opening these, I of course like to open the packs first, but that's because I have a hard time with not opening packs. But of course these are yours, so if you want to go ahead and open them, you can open them.
No, you can open them. That's fine.
Okay.
I know how much enjoyment you get from that.
I sure do. So we're going to go ahead and start with this Kaladesh pack. And so since our goal here is to see what decks we can build, we're going to go ahead and sort these into the colors. So we got Revolutionary Rebuff here, Thriving Grubs, Thriving Rhinos, Lawless Broker. We got a Vehicle, an Eager Construct, a Malfunction, Glassblowers Puzzle Knot, Commencement of the Festivities, which is a Fog Effect, Chandra's Pylohelix, Long Tusk Cub, Underhanded Designs. So far no white cards. Brazen Scourge, he's a handsome little fella. A Key to the City, a Thopter Token, and a Land. Let's see what we got here in pack number 2 of the Kaladeshes. Ooh. Okay, so we got Built to Smash, Fragmentize, finally our first white card. We've got
those are good. I like those ones.
It kills a lot of things in Standard right now. Welding Sparks, that's some good removal.
Oh, is that the lizard thing?
That is the lizard thing.
I like the lizard thing.
Well, I'm glad you do. Revoke Privileges, got a Shrewd Negotiation, Oval Chase Daredevil, Gear Per Guide, Captured by the Consulate, and a foil Consulate Surveillance, which appears to be misprinted actually. The dust coating right here is missing, so there should be white over here, instead it's just bare silver. So that's kind of cool. We opened a misprint.
Are those worth money?
Depending on the misprint, some are more desirable than others. Just want to make sure we're still recording. Cool. It shuts off at like 15 minutes, I think. So then we've got the Eldritch Moon Booster Pack, which we've got the Desperate Sentry. Got some blue card. Woodland Patrol's pretty neat. He's got Vigilance. Slayer's Cleaver, 3/1 and must be blocked by an Eldrazi Fable. Murder, good all-around removal spell. Foul Emissary, and ooh, the kitty cat.
Kitty!
So it reads, target opponent gains control of target permanent you control.
Ooh.
So if you have something that gives you a negative on the battlefield, you can give it away to your opponent. And a Tangleclaw Werewolf, the double-sided checklist card, and a promotional insert. Let's check out this Shadows over Innistrad pack. So we start out with Catalog. Tamio looks really distraught in the picture on this. Thraben Inspector, the standard all-star. Shard of Broken Glass, Alms of the Vein, Reduce to Ashes, Confront the Unknown, Dead Weight, another removal spell, Vessel, Dance with Devils, Crippling Dread, Ghoul Steed, and Epiphany at the Drown Yard. And a Town Gossip Hunger. And we've got a token and another basic land. So one of the things that the Deck Builder's Toolkit does that I think is really valuable to new players is this whole pack here is just basic lands. They're all Kaladesh basics, and they're all there ready for you to go with building your decks.
Cool.
And then I believe the one with Prophetic Prism in it will be the same. So we've got the Prism. Oh, nope. Okay, so this one's getting us into steering us towards decks. So the packs in these, you'll notice, I'm going to set Prophetic Prism aside. All these are white and black cards that are just kind of aimlessly thrown in together. So we've got the Light Linking Nearhearth Chaplain that has an ability from your graveyard. Haunted Dead does the same, has an ability from from your graveyard. Makes some tokens for you to sacrifice. Does 3 damage, you gain 3 life. That's really good. Lets you sack a permanent to exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Another one with a graveyard ability, exile one from the graveyard to put a spirit into play. Merciless Resolve lets you sacrifice a creature on land and draw 2 cards. Certain Death destroys a creature. And Inspired Charge makes all your tokens bigger. And Lawless Broker makes itself bigger whenever a creature you control dies. So there's a kind of a graveyard recursion theme in this black and white pile right here. That's one of the decks that it's trying to steer us to make.
So these are all like common cards that they put in here for us to. So like, I don't know, what's in the booster packs are like either common cards or like heavy hitters, right?
Well, these are all random in the booster packs.
Randoms.
They're just like buying packs out of the box.
Okay.
But these ones, it's a bunch of uncommons and commons that are trying to steer you towards a theme.
Okay, so in this one, it's pull stuff from the graveyard to womp your opponent.
Yeah. And then make tokens so that you can use like...
So you can hurt them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this next one, Experimental Aviator, Filigree Reclaim. Oh, you got the Fox.
The fox.
So this one appears to be mono blue artifacts. So in this little stack here, we're seeing a lot of different artifact cards and a lot of things that can gain flying. Tezzeret's Ambition, which lets you draw cards and has a downside if you don't have any artifacts. Gearseeker Serpent, which gets faster if you have artifacts. Terrarian, which lets you make mana and draw a card. And then just Guiltleaf Crane, which lets you find your artifacts. And the Aviator that makes some artifacts.
So, but did we actually pull a lot of artifacts? It looks like we have a little pile over there.
Yep. And then, so we've got mono blue artifacts. So then we've got green-black, it looks like. So it's probably going to be Delirium. So Crop Sigil puts cards in your graveyard to turn on Delirium. Gnarlwood Dryad gets bigger when you have Delirium. This guy, creatures with power 2 or less can't block if you have Delirium. Hurts your opponent's creatures. Puts cards into your graveyard. Can be put from your graveyard back to your hand. Gets bigger when you have Delirium. Gives either kills a creature or makes a creature bigger. Gets bigger if you have Delirium. Enables Delirium. And then, of course, that's the mark of the next. So we've got green-black Delirium.
What's Delirium?
So Delirium is an effect that when you have 4 or more different types of cards in your graveyard, it turns on, so it's a conditional effect.
Okay.
So if you have all 4 types of cards in your graveyard, then you can use any abilities that have Delirium.
Oh, okay. And then each card is going to tell you what it can do when you have Delirium.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's the Delirium deck. And then it looks like we've just got blue-white flyers, which is always good. So there's a couple of ground dudes, but we've got some spirits in here. There's a lot of cards in here that flicker things. And there are a lot of things in here that come into play effects.
So what's Flicker?
Flicker is when something will exile a card and then put it back on the battlefield. So like Wispeaver Angel says, when it enters the battlefield, you may exile another target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control.
And what would you use that on?
So like this Nibblegeist Herald has an ability that says when he enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls.
Okay.
So you can flicker it so you can reuse that ability.
Oh, I see.
Or this one says when it enters the battlefield, if you control another spirit, gain 3 life. So you can do that again.
Oh, okay. So like this one, we'd do the flicker thing. He'd come out and he'd come back in, and then you would get 3 more life for it.
Yep.
Okay.
Or Ninth Bridge Patrol works well with this because he says when another creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on him.
Oh, so like you could do a whole bunch of flicker.
Yep.
And then every time that comes back in, he gets +1.
Exactly. And then, so let's take a look at this guy. So this has the standard legal entry pack only rares in it. Aegis Angel, Sphinx of Magosi, Nightmare, Shivan Dragon, and Soul of the Harvest. as well as a Sarah Angel. And I believe there will be a couple more cards in here that are intro pack only available cards that are always standard legal. So I feel like this guy could be good in the Flicker deck. We'll just go ahead and put the Sphinx here. We don't really, I mean, I guess Nightmare's okay in this deck. I know you like it because
That's
it's
the one
horsey.
I'm collecting.
And then I think Soul of the Harvest actually goes really good in the Delirium deck. Sarah Angel's always a good card. And then so now for each color, they just give you an assortment of commons and uncommons to help you build up your deck.
I feel like this is a better purchase than the Kaladesh gift box that I got. I'm getting way more cards, and it was $5 cheaper.
Yes. The gift box, the only thing that's really cool about it is you get one more booster pack, which increases your variance. Then you get a bigger, nice box to store your cards in, and then the dividers.
Okay.
And then also the promo. But so Aerial Responder, I would put in this deck here easily. Marked by Honor gives a creature +2/+2 in Vigilance. That's okay. I like Puncturing Light. It kills a small creature. That's good. Aviary Mechanic is actually in this theme. Impeccable Timing and Inspired Charge are both good. So Inspired Charge, Impeccable Timing. And then we can see Air Servant might go good here in this pile. In the Artifacts deck, I think maybe we'll put a Disperse in there.
Oh, that's that flying whale, right?
Oh yeah, the Flying Whale.
Oh, what do you do with the flying whale?
I mean, I would put him in the Flyers deck so you can attack with him.
Okay.
Pieces of the Puzzle is a good card. Lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and get 2 instants or sorceries. Can help you find your Flicker effects.
Is that the Flicker deck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this is the Artifact one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it only gives you 1 take inventory. So I put that in there. And then so really, like the next step here is going to be going through all of the different cards of each color that it gives you, and then deciding what decks you want to put them into. So separating them out by color is probably not a bad idea. Let's put our blacks with our blacks, our greens with our greens. Arborback Stomper is really good. Get an assortment of artifacts to play with. You get another Filigree Familiar, so you got 2 foxes now.
2 foxes.
I
Too
know.
bad one of them's not shiny.
I know. And then we'll put our blue cards here with our blue cards that I mistakenly put green cards on top of. Jeez, I'm colorblind, I guess. And then so you'll notice none of these decks had red, so we're going to have a bunch of red cards left over to put in whatever we want.
Well, I like, from what we were doing before, I like the red-green decks. Those are fun.
So, more lands for you to use. One of the things that's really a cool addition to these starter decks that wasn't in previous ones is they give you 1 of each of the come into play tap to make 2 color lands.
Ooh.
So we can put our Meandering Rivers here in our blue-white deck. We can throw our Forsaken Sanctuaries into our graveyard deck.
So what are the pros and cons of these dual land double things?
So what they're doing for us is they come into play tapped, which slows you down a turn sometimes, but it makes sure that you have both mana colors available to you.
Okay.
So usually it's a good idea in a deck that doesn't need to be super fast to be able to spend the extra time to make sure all the mana is available, because you've got to be able to cast your spells.
Okay.
So then we may spend our last little bit of resources on here making a green-red deck. I think that there's a good one somewhere brewing in here.
Okay.
So this is what you get with the Deck Builder's Toolkit. As usual, I think it's a great value. There are a lot of really cool things that you can pull out of these, and it gets you stocked up with a lot of good commons and uncommons for building your first standard deck.
Cool.
So after this, we'll be uploading a video where I build a few decks with it, and we'll show you what it looks like. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, throw us a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, throw us a thumbs down. I think I did that backwards, but I don't care. And as always, feel free to give us a comment below. Thanks for watching.
15 minutes.